Do you know that only 29% of women consistently orgasm with a partner? Did you realize that a woman's orgasm could influence the quality of genes passed on? What if I told you orgasms play a role in sperm selection? Hello, let's delve into a topic that impacts intimacy, relationships, and even our understanding of evolutionary biology, the orgasm gap. It's a subject often whispered about, rarely discussed openly, and frequently misunderstood. Today, we're setting the record straight. The term orgasm gap refers to the significant disparity in the frequency with which men and women experience orgasm during sexual encounters, particularly in heterosexual relationships. Numerous studies have consistently revealed that men, on average, achieve orgasm at a far higher rate than women. This isn't just a matter of personal preference or individual experience. It's a widespread phenomenon influenced by a complex interplay of factors. These factors encompass societal norms, deeply ingrained cultural expectations, and, importantly, differences in sexual anatomy and physiology. But it goes even deeper than that. There are psychological, emotional, and even historical reasons why this gap persists. Consider this. A survey of over 1,600 women in the United States, aged 18 to 59, revealed a startling truth. Only 29% reported consistently achieving orgasm with a partner. Yet, when alone, that number more than doubled, with 61% reporting they orgasm more easily during masturbation. This immediately suggests that the issue isn't necessarily about a woman's inherent ability to experience pleasure, but rather the dynamics within a partnered sexual experience. Why this discrepancy? Because women often take the time to explore their bodies and erogenous zones when they are alone, without performance pressure. They can explore their fantasies and desires without fear of judgment or the need to please another person. The ability to focus solely on one's own pleasure is a powerful catalyst for orgasm. Now, it's tempting to lay blame solely at the feet of men, but the truth is more nuanced. Both parties often contribute to this gap, albeit in different ways. Women conditioned by societal expectations may hesitate to be assertive about their needs. They might drop subtle hints instead of directly communicating what they desire, either because they're unsure themselves or fear being perceived as too demanding or unfeminine. Some women have had negative experiences in the past where partners reacted poorly to feedback, reinforcing a reluctance to be open and honest. Furthermore, many women simply aren't intimately acquainted with their own bodies. They may not know precisely what brings them pleasure, making it difficult to guide a partner. This lack of self-awareness can stem from a variety of sources, from restrictive upbringing to a lack of comprehensive sex education. Cultural y societal y presiones piran trampa bélica. Muchas mujeres enseñadas implícitamente o explícitamente dictamos que el hombre son los iniciadores y líderes en las encuentras sexuales, dejando a las mujeres en posición pasiva. It's not uncommon for a woman who relies on her partner to figure out what pleases her to remain sexually unfulfilled for years, even decades. The conflicting messages of sexual liberation and the fear of alienating a partner by being too assertive create a confusing and often frustrating landscape. So how can we bridge this gap? One technique is to experiment with parallel play. Couples can engage in self-stimulation alongside each other, observing their partner's responses and learning from their cues. This can provide valuable insights into what works and what doesn't, creating a safe and supportive environment for exploration. And for men, before you engage in intimacy, create a space of safety and trust. Let her know that you're genuinely interested in understanding her needs and desires, that nothing she says will scare you away, and that you're committed to her pleasure. Open communication is the cornerstone of a fulfilling sexual relationship. Another factor contributing to the orgasm gap is the mental chatter that often occupies a woman's mind during sex. Unlike men, who tend to be more focused on the physical sensations, women often grapple with self-consciousness, worrying about their appearance, whether they're pleasing their partner, or even practical concerns like birth control. Thoughts such as, "Do I look okay?" or "Is he enjoying this?" can significantly detract from a woman's ability to fully immerse herself in the moment and reach a heightened state of arousal. In addition to these self-imposed distractions, external stressors and responsibilities can also creep into the bedroom. Worries about children, work deadlines, or financial pressures can all interfere with a woman's ability to relax and focus on her pleasure. However, in my view, one of the most significant barriers to female orgasm is guilt. Women raised in religiously conservative environments may internalize the belief that sex is solely for procreation within the confines of marriage. This can lead to feelings of shame and guilt when experiencing pleasure outside of those parameters, effectively sabotaging their ability to orgasm. It's important to acknowledge that cultural expectations can profoundly influence a woman's sexual experience. Anthropological studies have shown that in societies where women are encouraged to embrace and enjoy their sexuality, they tend to achieve orgasm more frequently. For example, in some cultures, women are taught to experience multiple orgasms, and men are expected to facilitate this. Conversely, in cultures where female pleasure is devalued or ignored, women often struggle to reach orgasm. The good news is that, unlike men, most women must actively learn how to please themselves. With knowledge, practice, and open communication, the orgasm gap can be significantly narrowed, leading to more satisfying and fulfilling sexual experiences for both partners. Some people argue that women don't need orgasms, but what they fail to understand is that they offer numerous rewards, both psychologically and biologically. From an evolutionary standpoint, the female orgasm may serve as an adaptive function, potentially increasing the chances of conception. Early theorists suggested that orgasm-induced contractions could facilitate the movement of sperm through the cervix to the uterus and fallopian tubes, thereby enhancing fertility. While this idea was initially dismissed, later research revealed that the contractions that occur during orgasm may indeed create a uterine suction effect, aiding in sperm transport. During sexual arousal, the vagina expands and the uterus and cervix elevate, creating a temporary barrier that reduces the rapid entry of sperm into the uterus. This allows for a natural selection process where healthier sperm have a better chance of reaching the fallopian tubes. It's believed that low sperm retention is associated with women's orgasms that occur less than 1 minute before ejaculation, while maximum sperm retention occurs when orgasm takes place shortly after sperm is deposited. If a woman has an orgasm more than 1 minute before the man ejaculates, sperm retention is similar to cases where orgasm did not occur. The vaginal contractions that occur during orgasm can also facilitate ejaculation for men who are slow to reach climax. Additionally, the hormone prolactin, released during orgasm, may enter the vaginal, cervical, or uterine fluids, influencing calcium entry into sperm, and further aiding sperm entry into the female genital tract. Furthermore, women are more motivated to have sex with partners they can orgasm with. This is related to mate selection. If a woman can reach orgasm with a certain man, it signals to him that she is sexually satisfied and less likely to seek gratification elsewhere. When men are assured of their paternity, they are more likely to remain committed to the woman and invest in her children. Give your woman pleasure or help her to loan her body so she feels comfortable. When we take the time to understand a woman's sexual pleasure, we're looking at a marker of sexual selflessness that extends to other areas. It also signifies that the man could make a better long-term partner and father than somebody who is sexually selfish. So buy a vibrator and learn how to use it. Give your partner the treasure chest. When we approach intimacy with openness, honesty, and a genuine desire to understand and fulfill our partner's needs, we create a foundation for lasting connection and mutual satisfaction. The orgasm gap isn't an insurmountable obstacle. It's an opportunity for growth, communication, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and each other. So why does all of this matter? Because beyond the scientific explanations and societal pressures, the ability to experience pleasure, connection, and intimacy is fundamental to our well-being. It's a vital component of a fulfilling life. And when we understand the complexities of female sexuality, we empower ourselves and our partners to experience greater joy and connection. By bridging the orgasm gap, we're not just improving our sex lives, we're fostering deeper, more meaningful relationships built on mutual respect, understanding, and shared pleasure.